Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Drogba. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a promising position. Onyeka distributed tidily. Drives it in. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Spread to the right.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key.
Drogba! They've got to be quick to recover this. And they can counter here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lampard. Now that looks a decent ball. Best in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good spread. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Grimes. Now it's Drogba. Played out towards the right wing. It's played through for him. And he's managed to get free. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get rid. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Best. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And he's heaved it away. Stam, always a very imposing presence at the back. Aimed beyond the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, that's well spotted. Vermaelen. Best receives it in a wide position. Now then, the ball's come loose. Coventry do have a chance to counter here. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. Grimes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pings it across. And he's taking no chances there. And that has left him in a heap. So what can they make of this? Well, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Hazard. Real chance! That's another chance! And That has been knocked clear. Threads. He's had a shot! Volleyed effort.
Drogba cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Harmlessly behind. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Just past the 40th minute mark. And it's made its way to him. Azar. Now it's Azar. Drogba! And again! Onyeka. That's it, 45 minutes up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
Spain certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Away we go again.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cantona. Now it's Drogba. Silvestre. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Can he get on the end of this? Stam. Azar. Now it's Azar. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. Lofted in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Another throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some good work on the right flank here. Great vision. Oh, just skips past his man. That's where it came from. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Lampard. Dixon. So we've reached the hour mark. That's destined for the flank. And he's quick to return it. Out towards the flank. Tries to pass it through. Nice control. Coventry choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here.
Lampard! It's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And he's picked it up out wide. Here comes the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Decent chance! And he's stuck it away. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Spain have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Onyeka. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that was vital. Vermaelen getting this one clear.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Nicely weighted ball. Cantona gets into a good position. And here's Azar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, some astute defending there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get onto this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spain have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And he cuts out the supply. Grimes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Oh, such a clever touch. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre. Azar, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Onyeka. Grimes. That's that, the end. Spain can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Best claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
Hazard. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van der...
Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Richarlison really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
And it's Hazard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's made its way to him. Great defending, strong and determined. He can run onto that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lampard, and he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And this is Lampard. And now they can spring out of defence. Neither side yet able to find the net. João Palhinha. Best. And he is deftly away. Best! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cantona plays it short. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Palhinha clears. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Ball in towards the middle. Danso can get it clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tell. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Richarlison. Now it's Gallagher. This is a promising build-up. Can he get on the end of this? Dixon. Best going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cantona, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Half an hour played now. And here's Tell. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
João Palhinha. Spence. João Palhinha. And it's Spence. It's Bentancur. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Chance here to counter. João Palhinha. He was under real pressure there. Silvestre spots it and intercepts. Tell. Udogi has it in a wide position. Tell.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's nice. Spread it left. And it's João Palhinha. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And he's taking no chances there. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And the through ball. Stam. Played out to the left flank. Van der Ven. Lampard. And he's managed to get free. It's Asa! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Lampard. Asa! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Goes for a shot! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 54 minutes is
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Looking for the run. He's on it, can he get away? And that is out and behind, it's a good block. Cantona goes short. Lofted it. Oh, good effort! Here comes another cross. And that has been cleared. Dixon, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the ball is out of play. Bentancur, not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Tell. Now Udogie. And it's Gallagher. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Richarlison. Oh, that is a... And the shot! Vieira can get it clear. Gallagher. Cantona. It's Lampard. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Richarlison, who does have an assist to his name. João Palhinha. And it's Udogie. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Spain have reclaimed it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the counter is on. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Richarlison. Vieira clears it away. The ball has bounced loose now. Lampard looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
And here's Gallagher. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Lampard. And he was alert to it. Bentancur gets it clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Spence. Spence. And it's been played through. Cleared away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Udogie. And here's Tell.
Two
And he's had it nicked away. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van de Ven.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And now I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Now it's Doku, not the most accurate pass. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Doku. Aimed beyond the defence. Raya deals with that nice and simple. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Platini. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Back towards the middle. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Silvestre. Now, can they get him away? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, this could be a chance. And here's the Catalana. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lampard. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Doku. De Bruyne. Nicely spread. Now it's Trossard. Lofted in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Silvestre. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Thuram. And it's Messi. And he was quick to react. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Thuram. "30 minutes gone. Now he's got space here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Onana. Tielemans. Mechelen. Castagna. And it's De Bruyne. Platini plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tries to play it through. Now it's Messi. Tielemans. Here's Doku. Doku going forward. De Ketelaere played out towards the right wing. Well, that has not gone well. Lampard still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. He's had it taken off him. Mechelen. And it's Tielemans. Castagna. Here's Doku. Castagna. De Bruyne. Distributed tidily. Played with finesse. Tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Vieira. And Silvestre. Albert Ferrer. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. It's a shade optimistic. Mechelen. And it's Tielemans. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So let's get the ball rolling. So neither side has yet broken through. Messi. It's Lampard. Thuram. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And it's Michel Platini. And Silvestre. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Hazard with the delivery. Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lampard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Doku. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Tielemans. De Bruyne. And it's Castagna. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's neat. And here's the chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Tielemans. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Trossard. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Sergio, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Now it's the Ketelara, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Hazard finding himself in space.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Doku. And it's Castagna. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Over to the right flank. Now it's Trossard. And it's Meunier. That's Tielemans. Now it's Trossard. Trossard. Trossard's cross. And the keeper beats it away. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's been played through. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Bruyne. Tielemans, who does have an assist to his name. Out for a throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Albert Ferrer. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he's forced to go back. Silvestre. And back to the keeper. And it's Puyol. And Silvestre. And it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard making good progress.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Spain could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Meunier. Trossard. De Bruyne. And it's Meunier. That's Tielemans. Morera. De Ketelara, looking understandably energised after his goal. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Platini. And it's Messi. Lampard has the space to scheme. That's a good foray he's making.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
2 minutos de descuento.
Quality ball. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Cantona. Shot, surely! And there goes their last chance. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Spain just didn't look terribly sharp, Peter. Nothing wrong with the effort or the industry. They simply couldn't turn it on when they really needed it once the goal had gone in. There was only going to be one winner.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Now it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Messi. They get a throw-in. Now it's Messi. That'll be a corner. They've played it short. Knocks it into space. Deftly away. Looking early. Martinez deals with that nice and simple. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? And this is Lampard. Lampard with the cross.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Hazard. And the return pass. In towards the back stick. And the ball is out of play. De Paul, that's going right the way across. Almada. Thuram cuts it out. Spread to the right. Can he spark a counter here? Fernandez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to play it through. Almada. Not the most accurate pass. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Fernandez.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Messi! Boy, he struck that clean. Thuram. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That has ended up in no man's land. Fernandez. De Paul. And that has left him in a heap. Played out to the left flank. And here's Messi. Distributed tidily. That has been slung wide. Tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence. There's the shot! Goal! Spain! And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. That's the throw. Spain looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Looking for options for movement. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Great vision. Now it's Hazard. It's a chance for Spain to break, and that could set him on his way. He is through here. And the finish!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Played out wide, Lampard, that is lovely. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's nice. Thuram. Vieira is always looking to break lines. Messi finding himself in space. Fernandez. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Spain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them and it's 1-0 at the break.
Aquí están los jugadores.
So let's get the ball rolling. Spain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Now it's Hazard. Defending here is really tight. Delivered from distance. And it's hoisted clear. Almada. And Medina. And here's Mbappe. Hazard. And this is Hazard. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Montiel. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Opts for safety. McAllister to Martinez, spread it left. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Montiel looking for the run, and this is Messi. Vieira gets across and deals with it. Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Can he get it through? Lampard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
McAllister. Almada. Here's a sharp little ball here. Almada. And it's Fernandez. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now the breakaway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Mbappe. Goes for the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 25.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Romero played out towards the right wing. Threads one in. Montiel providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. Chance, surely! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 22.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Entran número 9. Número 15.
And that was very necessary. That's a lovely pass.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mbappe, he's got away. Oh, he's great chance! Oh, it's come loose. Fernandez. And that has put paid to that. And it's De Bruyne. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. One-nil as we head towards the end. Now it's Mbappe. De Paul. Alvarez. And he's really put himself on the line here. Messi plays it short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Messi goes short. Delivers the header! No, not the best of headers. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he's gone looking for safety. Gonzalez. He's looking wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's whipped it across. Raya claims it, safe hands.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Silvestre is... Oh. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with making life easier. All it would have needed was just to take another chance or two.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the Belgian boy, de is worth a mention, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mechelen, Tielemans, de Ketelaere, shifted it to the flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is just caressing the ball. De Bruyne. It's a promising position. Tries to play it through. Real chance! Wonderful from Trossard! A finish right from the top draw, and Belgium are ahead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vieira. And Silvestre. And here's Hazard. They get a throw in. Mechelen. Tielemans. He's got away. And here's Hazard. Quick look, then plays it in. De Ketelaere. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Doku.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's De Bruyne. And here's Trossard. Great vision. Now it takes a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Trossard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Mbappe. Lampard. Oh, now he can... Lampard! Oh, good finish. Spain are all square. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nicely spread. And the ball is out of play. Silvesh is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking for options for movement. Onana. Trossard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard will not want to lose. It's Hazard! It's anyone's ball. Oh, what has happened here? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And it's been taken short. And he's managed to get rid.
Spain always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Nicely weighted ball. So no flag here. Spain can try it again now. Messi with the short one. Incoming delivery. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Mechela. Tielemans. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi has the space to scheme. Doku. Tielemans. Oh, they could break here. And it's De Bruyne. Trossard looking understandably energised after his goal. Spread it left. Now it's Doku. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Trossard. Clipped into space. Cleared away. De Bruyne plays it short. Now it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne delivers. And he's taking no chances there.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Here comes the cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Forced to go back. Has to go back here. And he's in on chance for a shot! Goal! Belgium! And they've got their lead back. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Passing nice and neat. Thuram. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Mbappe. Castagna. Onana. Doku. Sends it crossfield. Now Trossard. De Bruyne. And he's quick to return it.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
And it's De Bruyne. Trossard finding himself in space. Tielemans. De Bruyne. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Hazard. Always onto this. Picked out, he's had a shot! And there's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Spain dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Now he's got space here. And instinct, he leaps for it! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Castagna. Almost an hour gone. For De Bruyne. Now it's De Ketelara. That is good alertness. Good ball, good take. That's an imaginative pass. Space for him to turn and look. Cleared away. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Castagna. Onana. That has been slung wide. Can he get on the end of it? And a chance! Goal! Belgium! Into the lead once more. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Belgium leading now. Distributed tidily. That has not gone well.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Trossard. Looking for a runner. Hazard wants to run onto this. Belgium can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Lukaku to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Mechelen. He's looking wide.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
He's picked his way through. Flings in across. Raya claims it. Safe hands.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Tielemans. And it's Tielemans. Mechelen. That's a good ball out wide.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No way through, so back it comes. Threads one in.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. That's really well cleared. Just eases him off the ball. Lukaku. Lampard. Tries to pass it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. There's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And it's De Bruyne. So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. De Bruyne voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Spain can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Where it came from. Almada. Now it's Messi. Strokes it back. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross needs to... Oh, good climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Messi. Succumbs to the pressure. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, there's a player below Peter who loves the high intensity, and it's Lautaro Martinez. His very direct style, as well as the ability to change rhythm, I think he would go down well in a lot of other teams. But the way he likes to press in the final third, it's something that's often overlooked, something that contributes to that directness. He puts a big shift in.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Hazard. And the ball is out of play. Medina. Spain, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And Fernandes. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Silvestre. Puyol is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This looks promising. Oh, good spread. Pass somewhat off target. Puyol. De Bruyne. Hazard is herring after that one. Almada. Now it's Martinez. Nicely weighted ball. Almada receives it in a good position here. Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's in a great position here. And here's Hazard. And it's De Bruyne. And he lines up a cross. He's cut it out. Martinez. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Martinez. Now it's De Paul. De Paul. He slings it in. Silvestre. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Paul. Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. De Paul. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's Martinez. Almada. And here's Messi. He's on it. Can he get away? Albert Ferrer. That's Thuram. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Lampard. And it's Thuram. And it's Messi. Now it's Lampard. Looking for the run. Tries a shot! Goal! Spain! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Messi. Now it's Martinez. And here's Messi. Now it's De Paul. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Spain come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Spain with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0.
Aquí están los jugadores.
We're on the move again.
Spain can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
And it's made its way to him. Hazard, good ball, good take.
Well played and well cleared.
That'll be a throw. Now there's a fine ball. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Fernandez. Over to the right flank. Now it's to Paul. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Triol. It's Lampard. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. And here's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a sharp pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Almada. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Fernandez. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Spain just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Silvestre. Picked out brilliantly. It's Hazard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Crosses it in here.
That's good defensive concentration.
And this is shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options, shapes to shoot! Oh, how good is he? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Martinez, spread it left. And it's McAllister. That's a good ball out wide, and that was asking for too much. Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
En Argentina, número 7. Lo reemplazará número 17.
Thuram. Messi. Lampard providing an outlet on that flank. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. De Bruyne. And it's McAllister. Now it's Martinez. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Now that looks a decent ball. Medina.
Argentina really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Messi. Vieira cannot be beaten that easily. Lampard. Vieira. Half an hour gone in the second half. Looking for a runner. Look at the De Bruyne! And it's come back out to him. Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Argentina making further changes here and in quick succession. Alvarez getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Messi. Vieira gets a foot in and wins the ball. Spain do have a chance to counter here. And the through ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And here's Mbappe. Aims beyond the defence. Big chance! Well, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And he's managed to get rid. And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Montiel. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Azar. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. And it's McAllister. Simeone thinks one through. Oh, the check pass hasn't quite come off. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And Silvestre. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Fernandez. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Now it's Mbappe, over to the right flank. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways, Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Hernandez. Spain, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that is not getting there. And that was very necessary. That's good play.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defender
getting up there! Oh, it's come off the upright.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Stood up well to him there. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pressing high and with purpose. Albert Ferrer. Spain are enjoying a lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lampard, and a chance! Goal, Spain! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Marcó en el minuto 21 el dorsal 7.
First breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And here's Elise. Spain currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's on it. Can he get away? Vieira cannot be beaten that easily. Chouameni. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. There will be a throw-in.
Spain always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
And it's Dembele. Played into space. The less said about that pass, the better. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Now it's Hazard. Pressure coming in from all directions. Silvestre. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Chips it through. Cleared away. De Bruyne. And they can counter here. That has been slung wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good effort! Rabiot. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Spain leading by 1 at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Spain just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And here is the first touch of the second half. Spain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Lampard given the lift of his goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Messi. That has found him in acres of space. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi with the short one. Messi, ball swung in. France are looking to go forward now. Upamecano. That's destined for the flank. Hernandez. And here's Doué. And it's Dembele. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Good ball, good take.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Spain are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Nicely weighted ball. Ooh, perfectly measured that. He's onside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Olise supplying the width on this right-hand side. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lovely ball and a great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And it's Hernandez. And can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Olise goes short.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Barcola! And for a moment, time stood still. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a sharp pass. Barcola. Lovely bit of skill. Aims beyond the defence. Hernandez with the delivery.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Dembele. And here's Barcola. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Referee has just said play on. Nicely spread. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Throw in. France are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, well played, well played. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. It's Hazard! Goal! That is his ton, and does he not know it? A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Rabiot. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread out to the left. He has found the way through. Spread to the right. 5 minutes left on the clock. He's looking wide. Very nicely done. Hoisted in. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's gone backward here. Skims one in. Silvestre deals with that comfortably. Now they can break here. Now it's Mbappe.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Chouameni. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Barcola. And they win it back again. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Played out towards the right wing. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post... Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Probing pass. Well, amongst the best football tales are those of the underdog, and in Kiatisuk we have the perfect story. A small-town boy that became a national icon.
And now the gold standard all-type players are compared against. He has all the key strengths you need in a number 10, the vision, the intelligence, endeavourment, at a level far above any of his contemporaries in the region.
He has all of that. He's a symbol of enduring excellence. Kiatisuk! Great effort, but no way through. It says. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Chanatip. There's the delivery. Oh, good climb! denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Kiatisuk is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, super find. Aldero claims it without any fuss. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's in a great big chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he was quick to react. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Passes short and sharp. He's having a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space. Can he latch on to this? Pelopessi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries one from range. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Reinders. Romani. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Chanatip. Shot a goal! Oh, nearly. Chamrasami. Prepimai looking to pass their way up the pitch. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oret Manguan. Chanatip, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Prepimai. Can he get it through? Plays it across. Aldero claims it, safe hands. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played into space. And that has been cleared. Only partially clear. Lobbed in behind. And now they can spring out of defence. Mikkelsen. Chanatip.
There will be
The
1 minute
final
added
seconds
time.
now. Chaded. Chanatip. Chaded. It's a good spell of possession, this. He won't be happy with that one. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started.
And now,
Plenty
I'd
for
just like
both
to read
managers
out
to
our
mull over
fan club
here.
members who are celebrating their birthdays
How's the first
today.
half compared with your expectation?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Thailand have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Burirat. Chanatip. Nice looking ball. Shot could be... And the shots! Oh, that's quite incredible!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
The goal scorer for Thailand after 49
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Thailand have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Can he get onto this? Watch. Reinders. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Kiatisuk. He'll try from distance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That should get the job done. He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Chided clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kalupesi.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Thailand are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is... And the shot! Oh, good finish! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Thailand are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Takes on his marker. Dix. Verdonk. Romani. Spread it left. Chayded. Chanatip. Oret Manguan. Chanatip. Burirat. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's a threatening ball. Oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Chamrasamy. Kiachisuk. Oh, really cute. What a love. Goes for a shot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
After 70 minutes is number 14.
Thailand find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Phuepimai. Kiachisuk needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Chanatip, passing is crisp and sharp. Senamuang shoots! And there's a goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Chayded. Chanatip. Chayded. Shamrasami. Romani. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chanatip. Chanatip. Oret Manguan. High. Dix.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Reinders. Walsh. Delapessi. Chanatip. Shamrasami. Chanatip. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Walsh. It says. Reinders. Oh, they could break here. Walsh. Delapessi. Reinders. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a good ball out wide. And he whips it in. It says. High. Verdon. Oret Manguan. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Thailand have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And welcome to today's match. Thailand against Malaysia. Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. And now, lining up for
It is
Thailand,
our understanding that they've gone with a
number
4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So that's got things underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Well, that has not gone well. Wilkin. Cools. Morales. Kiatisuk. Can he get on the end of this? Cools. Saad. That has ended up in no man's land. Wilkin. Ayman. Wilkin. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. That was good alertness. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Corbin Ong. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Davis. Cools. Saad. Davis. Pressing high and with purpose.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Oh, that's a decent chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Saad. Thailand do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Kiatisuk is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Corbin Ong. Sinem Wang is onto this. He's a sharp little ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Kiatisuk clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Halim. Corbin Ong. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Send him Wang, and the shot! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Corbin Ong. Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cleared without hesitation. Kiatisok! Saad. Kuz. Can he latch on to this? Corbin Ong. Wilkin. Chanatip. Threads one in. Send him Wang. And the shot! Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Halim. Wilkin. Saad. Tidy with his distribution. There will be a throw-in. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, important interception. Not the most accurate pass. All the way back. Saad. Corbin Ong. Halim. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than...
Big chance! It's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Thailand are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Thailand penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Serves up across, and he was quick to react. And he's found the... He's going for goal! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. In he goes again. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Malaysia are looking to go forward now. Ayman.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now that's well seen too. Ayman. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
What should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Halim. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
That has been slung wide. Senna Wang chasing after it. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Might want to be careful there.
The ball has bounced loose now. Chanatip. Thailand are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He has a look out. Referee has just said play on. Has a look and plays it forward. That's the keeper's ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's in a great position here. Corbin Ong. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Aims beyond the defence. Can he get onto this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball comes in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Cruz. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Ambitious ball here. Cruz. Wilkin. Cruz. They get a throw in. And that has put paid to that.
Malaysia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
In with the challenge. Thailand moments now away from seeing this one out. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's in plenty of space here. And that's that. Thailand can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?